On News on CNH tonight, here are the headlines for today. OKX CEO apologized after false positives lock users out of accounts. $8.6 billion Bitcoin transfer was a hack. Coinbase executive says Brazil Central Bank service provider hacked and $140 million stolen. Turkish authorities block PancakeSwap in a crackdown on crypto websites. MEX unveils $559 million payout, blocks $2.2 million in stolen crypto. Singapore fines 9 banks in $3 billion money laundering scandal. Welcome once again. OKX CEO apologizes after false positives lock users out of accounts. The CEO of OKX says that false positives are among the biggest challenges the crypto exchange faces in ensuring global compliance. OKX founder and CEO Stark Hsu has apologized to users after reports surfaced of wrongful account freezes on the crypto exchange, including one case where a user remained locked out of their funds despite completing extensive verification steps. We sincerely apologize for any inconveniences caused. We acknowledge that issues such as high false positive rates and suboptimal user experience in the information collection process still exist during compliances and risk control operation, Hsu said in a post on Friday. Moving forward, compliance system makes mistakes from time to time. One of the biggest challenges in global compliance is false positives, where the system mistakenly flagged normal users as risky, Hsu said. He explained that even the most advanced technologies can't perfectly assess user compliance at all times. Many service providers adopt an aggressive identification strategy, and regulatory authorities often encourage platforms to err on the side of caution in risk control, he said. Adding that this is why compliant users who pose no apparent risks may still receive compliance inquiries. This is why some users, despite being fully compliant and behaving normally, may still receive additional information requests from the compliance team, sometimes feeling like they are being asked to prove your dad is your dad. Hsu said that there are over 600 members on OKX global compliance team, but admitted that completely eradicating false positive is unlikely. It's undeniable that false positives cannot be entirely eliminated in any compliance system, Hsu said. Furthermore, Hsu shared user complaints with followers. The apology followed reports from a user on X who claimed on Friday their account has been frozen since June 21 and repeatedly rejected during a stringent identity verification process. Hsu shared the user's public complaint with his 130,800 followers on his X profile. The user said, along with having to recomplete the Known Your Customer, which is KYC verification, they were asked to provide a 10-year work history, employment records from the past 5 years, and detailed information about their employers. According to the user, their proof of funds documents were rejected because the information didn't match the platform's selected answers. Next, $8.6 billion Bitcoin transfer was a hack, Coinbase executive says. Coinbase executive says he is speculating on straw, but if it is true, it will be by far the largest heist in human history. Conor Grogan, Coinbase head of product, says there is a slight chance the $8.6 billion worth of Bitcoin moved on Thursday from 8 wallets that had held the Bitcoin over 14 years was caused by a hack, and if so, it will be the largest robbery ever. If true, again, I'm speculating on straws here, this would be by far the largest heist in human history, Grogan said in an X post on Friday, after raising the slim chance that the $8.6 billion worth of Bitcoin moved from 8 separate wallets was the work of bad actor. Moving forward, suspicious BCH transaction has Grogan scratching his head. There is a small possibility that the $8 billion in BTC that recently woke up were hacked or compromised private keys, Grogan said, pointing out a suspicious Bitcoin Cash transaction made before the significant transfers on Thursday involving 10,000 Bitcoin at a time. I found a single BCH test transaction from one of the BTC Well cluster 14 hours ago, followed by the full amount. An hour later, the BTC wallet began to move, he said. Grogan said it is possible that the wallet owner may have been quietly testing the private key, since Bitcoin Cash transactions don't attract as much attention from well tracking service. However, he reiterated he found the behavior unusual. What makes me say this is the other BCH wallets have not been touched at all. Why wouldn't they also sweep this? In a post on the same day, blockchain intelligence firm Arkham said it was a single entity that moved $8.6 billion worth of Bitcoin from 8 separate wallets. Furthermore, $8.6 billion Bitcoin is now sitting in 8 new wallets. Arkham said that all the Bitcoin was transferred into the original wallet on either April 2 or May 4, 2011, and had remained on the wallet for more than 14 years. Arkham said the Bitcoin is now stored in 8 new wallets and hasn't been moved since. Despite the uncertainty, Bitcoin price has stayed relatively stable, dipping 1.02% in the last 24 hours and trading at $108,150 at the time of publication, according to CoinMarketCap data. Next, Brazil Central Bank service provider hacked and $140 million stolen. The theft occurred after the hackers allegedly compromised an employee of C&M, a software service provider, by buying the employee's login credentials. C&M Software, the service provider that connects Brazil Central Bank to local banks and other financial institutions, was hacked on Wednesday, leading to 800 million Brazilian reais, which is $140 million, in stolen funds from 6 institutions connected to the central bank. The hack occurred after an employee of C&M allegedly sold his login credentials to the threat actor for roughly $2,700, allowing them to access the software system and steal funds held in several accounts, according to Brazilian news outlet Sao Paulo. On-chain detective Zach XBT said the hackers converted an estimated $30 million to $40 million of the stolen funds to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT, which they laundered through Latin American exchanges and over-the-counter trading platforms. The incident highlights the growing risks of cybersecurity threats facing centralized software systems and servers, where single points of failure can lead to significant financial losses or the theft of sensitive data. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. This is news on CNH.
Do you want to make money from crypto without investing any money at all? Yes, you heard me right. Without any single funds. Are you between the age of 15 to 25 years, right? And you know how to use a phone very well with an internet connection, right? I'm Cryptotalker by name, and I'll teach you how to make money from crypto for free without any funds. All you have to do is test some sites for free, and they'll pay you for testing this site when they launch their token. Use free faucets. We call them free faucets. You get free faucets. Use it to test their site for them, right? And they mark your wallet address, an address that tested their sites when they were in the testing phase, and they will reward you their tokens when they launch, right? Now, I'm teaching you how to do all this for free in my community. All you have to do is click anywhere around this video. Then once you click the link, you're going to see a follow button by the top right. Click on that follow button, right? And you're already in the channel. Now, I'll also put the link to a support group inside that channel so that you can ask your question. Because inside this channel, you can't ask questions. Inside the support group, you're able to ask questions. I'll be there to answer your questions. Some of my admins will also be there to answer your questions with video guides, all right? Thousands of people are already making money from cryptocurrencies for free. Like my student Eze, here is his testimonial. Ebuka, my student, here is his testimonial. And Aisha, these are some of my students that have made money from cryptocurrencies without any fund. Now click the link below or anywhere around this video to join the Crypto Talker channel right now. This channel is open just for 24 hours for free. After that time, you'll be able to use the link you're seeing right now to join the channel again. I'll see you on this side. This is Crypto Talker here. Peace out.
Welcome back. Turkish authorities block PancakeSwap in a crackdown on crypto websites. PancakeSwap was one of the 46 websites which the Turkish financial regulator said would be blocked for residents. Turkish Capital Market Board and the country's financial regulator announced it has blocked access to websites providing unauthorized crypto asset service. In a Thursday notice, the Capital Market Board said it has taken legal action against 46 websites, including the centralized exchange Pancake and Crypto Radar, in a crackdown on crypto service offered to residents of Turkey. The regulator cited the country's capital market law as its authority to block websites. PancakeSwap reported more than $325 billion in trading volume for June, making it one of the most significant decentralized exchanges alongside Uniswap and Curve. It's unclear how Turkish authorities determined that the platform has been offering unauthorized services. Crypto News Hack reached out to a PancakeSwap spokesperson for comments but has not received a response at the time of publication. Regulators and authorities in certain countries have acted to block websites offering crypto services. Regulators and authorities in certain countries have acted to block websites offering crypto services, often saying the companies have not been registered or were facilitating illicit transactions. The government of Kazakhstan, Venezuela, the Philippines, Russia, and others have previously cracked down on similar websites. Moving forward, strengthening crypto rules in Turkey. Turkey's Capital Market Board has had full regulatory control over crypto assets services provider offering service to residents since March, when it created a framework establishing standards and requirements. Since February, crypto users in Turkey have been required to provide identifying information when executing transactions of roughly $425 or more. Turkish residents are permitted to purchase, hold, and trade cryptocurrencies, but the country banned using digital assets for payments in 2021. A local law firm was scheduled to challenge the ban in a May hearing. Next, MEXC unveils $559 million payout, blocks $2.2 million in stolen crypto. Crypto exchange MEXC put out its bi-monthly transparency report for May and June 2025, and it's packed with updates on user security and fraud prevention. As per the official release, the crypto exchange reimbursed more than $559 million through its futures insurance fund, which protected traders from forced liquidation losses and sudden market swings. Additionally, MEXC blocked $2.2 million in stolen cryptocurrencies linked to 41 cases of user fraud. Besides, MEXC rolled out a $100 million Guardian Fund. This safety net is designed to shield users from hacks, technical glitches, and serious system failure. Plus, all wallet addresses associated with the funds are now publicly available. Moving forward, new measures to combat illicit activity. MEXC has stepped up its fight against fraud in a big way. The exchange blocked over 46,000 suspicious accounts tied to more than 6,100 scam groups. Most of these suspicious activities came from India, Indonesia, and CIS region. On top of that, MEXC worked with police and handled 124 official requests to freeze accounts involved in theft or under investigation. Afterwards, MEXC successfully recovered $1.1 million in 2,428 cases of user errors. These errors included deposits via the wrong network and incorrect memo/tag issues. This kind of recovery support has become a key in each user-first treatment. Furthermore, raising the bar on KYC standards. The report also addressed rising concerns around AI-generated fraud. MEX also plans to use biometric and behavior-based verification for onboarding. Traditional selfie-based KYC methods are no longer secure. Additionally, regulators across Asia now demand real-time audits and AI resilience KYC. Finally, today on News on CNH, Singapore fines 9 banks in $3 billion money laundering scandal. The Monetary Authorities of Singapore has imposed $27.5 million in financial penalty on 9 financial institutions. These institutions include major global banks like UBS Group AG and Citigroup Inc. for breaches of anti-money laundering regulations. This sweeping action follows Singapore's attempt to restore its image as a tightly regulated financial hub after authorities uncovered a sprawling $3 billion money laundering operation in August 2023. Assets seized in the case include cash, luxury real estate, and cryptocurrencies. This enforcement action marks the conclusion of a 2-year supervisory review following the largest money laundering scandal in Singapore's history. As per the report, Credit Suisse's Singapore branch received the highest fine at $5.8 million, with UBS and Citi local units also penalized for what MAS described as poor or inconsistent implementation of AML controls. The operation resulted in the conviction of 10 people of Chinese descent, commonly known as the Fujian Gang, besides charges being leveled against former banker in 2024 in relation to the scandal. Besides the imposed financial fines, 4 of the involved individuals were imposed with a prohibition order of 3 to 6 years by MAS. The institutions involved are said to be correcting the situation, and MAS is keen to follow the situation. Among the punished were United Overseas Bank Limited, UOB, the 3rd largest lending institution in Singapore, and asset manager Blue Ocean. Both organizations cited that they have already taken corrective measures to remedy the sustained deficiency in compliance. This is the biggest regulatory action since the shutdown of the local office of BSISA in 2016 due to its participation in the 1MDB scandal in Malaysia, which demonstrated the increased attention of the MAS to the financial integrity and stiffness of the defenses against illicit financial flows. Let's take a look at the people's sentiment reaction on today's crypto market, the Fear and Greed Index. Today, crypto fear and greed index stands at 67, indicating greed, which means strong market optimisms. Investors are currently in a greed-driven mindset. That will be all for today. We'll continue to bring you latest updates as more information becomes available. Stay with us for more breaking news and do well to subscribe, like, share, and comment your thoughts below for real-time interaction. Reporting live from Crypto News Hack, I am Joy Samuel. Thanks for watching. Good night.